If you're wondering, should I take this educational communication course? I'd like to give you the top 9 reasons why. First of all, reason number 9, this course is online. That means you can take it whenever it is convenient for you. On the one hand, we do have a schedule to kind of keep you on track. On the other hand, the schedule is loose enough that if you needed to watch Dr. Phil today, you could do it and still make class without a problem. If you are having problems with traffic, that only has to do between you and home because it will not affect your ability to attend the course. The entire course is online. Reason number 8, there's a constant change of activity throughout the lesson. I know a lot of people think that online learning is about nothing but endless reading and more endless reading and occasional more reading than that to break a pace from the other reading. But this one, there's a lot of emphasis on doing, on communicating, on listening, and yes, there is some reading. But most activities are designed to take about 30 minutes, give or take a few. So that if any activity seems to be getting a little bit too long, you know that when time 30 minutes comes around, there'll be something else to do. Reason number 7. You can catch your instructor making a number of different gaffes on screen. For example, like when I said crap, or the entire first cut for this commercial, which unfortunately you won't get to see. But trust me, it's one long gaffe. Reason number 6, you will have an opportunity to get involved with the CIA. Now, if you're wondering how that is, I promise you, it will not tarnish your reputation. No one will know that you were there. But if you're wondering how it happens, well, you're just going to have to take the course. And by the way, reason number 5, this is a green course. What I mean by that is, yes, it's an environmentally friendly course. You probably haven't thought about this much, but think of all the courses that you take. Think about the fact that, first of all, you have to use transportation to get to the class. Well, you're already home or wherever it is that you're taking this course. So there's no transportation costs and there's no energy usage on that end. You're probably thinking, I've never taken a course that didn't involve paper. Well, it's not that if you don't need to, that you want to print, you won't be able to, because you certainly will be. But if you don't want to use any paper, you don't have to. The textbook is entirely online. All the lessons are entirely online. You can even complete all of the activity sheets online. And even though we do have papers due for this course, the word paper is really a misnomer, because what you submit is a computer file. You never ever have to print anything out for us. Reason number 4. Although this is an online course and you can take it at your convenience, it is not a solitary learning experience. You'll have the opportunity to interact online with your classmates, with your teaching assistant, and occasionally even your instructor. Reason number 3. Every week we have a style lesson so you can learn about the important things that you don't realize are very important until someone points them out to you. For example, the next time you do a list in a paper, should it have been a bulleted list or a numbered list? You'll have to take the course to find out. Reason number 2. This course is focused on writing for practical purposes. I think so often when we take writing courses, we focus the writing on impractical purposes, or at the least on things that really won't make a difference in your life. We try to make this practical in a number of different ways. First of all, we teach the kinds of things that you actually have to write about in your everyday, real-world life, whether it's in your job, whether it's in your community life, or whether it's with your family. Defining things, writing procedures, describing things, even writing how-to pieces. But just as importantly, whenever it's possible, we try to focus these assignments not on some esoteric topic, but on a subject that's close to the major that you're taking. So for example, if your major is education, we'll have assignments that focus you on topics that are related to education. But if your major is something else, you can take that same assignment and focus it on the major that you've got. And finally, for the number 1 reason why you should be taking this course. Even though we're going to be having to grade you, because let's face it, this is an academic course and there are grades, the real hope that I have with this course is not that you're going to master some kind of test and then forget everything, but rather that you're going to learn some skills and some approaches and some techniques that will serve you in your everyday life. not just in the assignments that you're doing in this class, but the assignments that you're doing in other classes at this time, and that you'll take with you into your career, whether you become a full-time educator, a full-time communicator, or whether you're doing something else in communication as a part of your job. And in fact, one of the key parts of every lesson in this course is something called the takeaways. We end every lesson in this course, in fact, by asking you to explain, not to parrot back what you've learned, but rather, how are you going to apply this material in your own lives? So I hope I've encouraged you to take this course. If you have questions, please feel free to ask away. We'll be happy to answer them. And maybe I'll see you sometime soon in Education 298, Educational Communication.